Welcome to this episode of Texas Healthcare Talks, where we talk everything Texas healthcare over the past 25 years. We're your hosts, the one, the only Steve Rios, the amazing Philip Ashmore, and I'm Missy Masters. And joining us today on this third and final episode of our Sizzlin' Summer series is Frank, the Wonder Dog, who is probably going to pass out in my lap here in a second. But the reason Frank is hanging with us today is because we are talking about the Dog Daze of Summer, Who Let the Dogs Out episode. We probably can't use that song or it'll be copyright infringement or something. But we are talking about dogs today and the fact that in the summer, the instance of dog bites goes up. And I know people see this 100-pound, everybody thinks he's a lab. He's a pit bull lab mix. Everybody sees this 100-pound giant dog and they instantly panic. And sure, this gentle giant would not hurt you to save his own life.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart. Right when he walked in, I mean, he's just going up to everybody, greeting them, and yeah, super kind dog. And he doesn't jump. If my dogs were here, they'd be jumping all over everybody. Oh, yeah. They have zero manners.
No, he is a sweet, sweet boy. In fact, when we rescued him, because he's a rescue dog, in fact, my shirt says rescue dogs are my favorite dogs because we've fostered, I don't even know, and every dog that I've had in the 25 years I've been married has been a rescue.
Ours too, actually.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, they're just my favorite. But when we got him, we thought he was a full-blooded lab. And TJ, our IT guy, said, oh, no, that little puppy has some pit in him. And actually taught us how to train him right and raise him right so that he knew that we were the pack leaders, he was not. And we have never had not one problem with him being aggressive or he's not food aggressive, he's nothing. And surprisingly enough, he doesn't like it, but he'll let me do whatever I want with his paws. And that's how we trained him when he was a puppy. He's like, how dare you? I was trying to nap. But TJ said, you establish all the things that you're in charge. And he's the best babysitter, too. Anywhere my son goes, Frank follows. Frank goes. Nice. Anywhere Colton goes, just to...
So I have a question about Frank.
Yep.
Because most dogs, let's be honest, they have a favorite, right? They have like a favorite family member. Mm-hmm. Who's his favorite?
Colton.
It's Colton?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if Colton goes into the backyard without Frank, Frank will sit at the back door and make a scene like he's dying. It's like, my boy's outside, I can't protect my boy. We have an older cousin to Colton, only a year and a half, but whenever they play, if they get rough, as boys do, he will start alert barking to let an adult know, hey, the boys are getting a little rough, somebody needs to check. And he's never wrong. He's never, ever alert barking without a reason. And we didn't train him to do that. He just does it. He's a phenomenal.
I think there's something to do about rescues. Rescue dogs, and if you love them, like Warren is just the sweetest. Like, both kids grew up with Warren. And Warren, you could pull his ears, you could get in his face. And at first, but, I mean, still, they're dogs. You never know. They could always whatever. Yeah. But, man, Warren's amazing. Then the dog we rescued, Cheeto.
Cheeto.
And Cheeto's been with us, I guess, 2.5, almost 3 years now. And Cole, like as a kid, little kid, I mean, he's 3 or 4 years old. He would ride him because he's a big dog. And Cheeto just let him ride him all around the house.
Just didn't care.
Didn't care.
Yeah. Is Cheeto still super hyper, or he's chilled out?
He's chilled out, but he's still he's terrified of me just because of the dominance aspect. Yeah. But
gotcha.
Well, you are the lead dog.
That's right. Roo-roo.
We are going to talk about, there's not a whole lot of, I don't know, mystery behind why dog bites go up in the summer. It's just quite simple. People are out more. They're outside more. Dogs are outside. And it's no surprise that kids are often the ones bit because they're at eye level or they're the ones that don't know. I can't stress this enough, guys. Raise your kids in a way that they know how to respect dogs. They don't just touch a stranger's dog, that they don't pull on.
That's big.
Dogs can't speak. They can't go, oh, that hurts. They have growling, they have barking, and they have biting. And not all dog bites are malicious, but we're going to talk about some of the things that can happen as a result of even a non-malicious dog bite. A dog bite can still be quite serious. But Phil, you have some trivia for Steve and I. So usually I'm the one messing with you two in trivia.
It's my
Steve,
turn,
game
guys.
on.
Oh,
and I
God.
don't know the answers to these. He even printed them all by himself.
Steve, do you even trust that? Like, do you even, when we say that,
wrecked
do
him.
you think
We
that
wrecked him.
Missy has the inside?
It'd be your own people.
Hey, listen.
Okay, no,
I wanna win
honestly,
fair and square.
Missy has no idea, and these aren't too challenging. All right, here's the first one. Approximately, how many dog bites occur in the U.S. every year?
Oh. The whole U.S.
The whole U.S. And if y'all want some hints, I can give you.
It's
some
got to
gotta be
be
thousands.
It's yeah.
Go
I
over
mean, a
go,
lot.
go over thousands.
I don't know, 75,000. I'm just pulling a number out of my ass here.
100,000.
Check this out. So around 4.5 million
Oh, we were
dog
way
bites
low.
actually occur in the U.S.
That is wild.
Is that not wild?
But there is a crap ton of dogs.
There's a lot of dogs.
Yeah. And not all dog bites are reported, and not all dog bites are like, I mean, I shouldn't say reported. They're not all hospital related. They're not always serious.
That's crazy.
Hey, listen, I've had a dog that was my favorite dog bite me. I did punch him in the face after he bit me. But
You can't
so
say
I
that,
think
Philip.
like I did. I was so pissed. I was young. I was in my 20s, but this was my favorite dog at the time. He bit
At the time?
the crap.
Lost favor
He
immediately.
bit the crap out of me, and
What'd
my
you do, Phil?
only
Why did it
reaction
bite
was
you?
to punch him right in the face. I don't remember why he bit me, guys. I really don't. It was not deserved. I can tell you that.
Sure.
But
we're not buying that, are we?
I'm sure that number, but I'm sure that number being so high is also taking into account like owners
Yeah.
getting bit and
Yeah.
little chihuahuas that are nip at you and all that crap.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
All right, next question. What age group is most commonly bitten by dogs?
Well, we know it's kids.
Toddlers. I'd say toddlers. Like
Three.
not so much the infant age, but like
I'm going with 3.
Yeah.
So
Terrible
it's-
threes.
yeah,
It's between
5, 3 and 5,
5 and 9.
5 and 9.
No.
Yep. It's between 5 and 9.
So, we rescue dogs, and of all the dogs we've rescued, we've had 2 biters. One we were able to work with and keep. The other one had to be put down because we had every expert in the book, like that we could come, like the rescue group helped us. They brought in all their top guns. Turned out the dog was mean because he had a other healthcare condition. He had a tumor in his brain that was pushing on his brain, and it was not curable, so we had to put him down. But how we knew there was a problem was he never bit. He was not aggressive. And all of a sudden, one day he bit my 3-year-old. Colton was 3 at the time, just right in the face, unprovoked, unwhatever, just bit him right in the face, punctured his lip. Thank God it didn't scar and we didn't have to have him treated, but that was kind of okay, what's going on here? This dog, it wasn't like he had his ears pulled or Colton was literally doing nothing, and the dog just right at eye level there. So that's why I thought 3, but
Goodness.
yeah, it's crazy.
All right, this one, true or false? A wagging tail always means a dog is friendly.
No.
False?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, so the answer is false. Dogs can wag their tails when nervous, overstimulated, or aggressive.
Oh, well, it makes sense. How many times you see a dog get wagging and then they pee everywhere?
Yep.
You're like, great.
Yeah, you definitely see the nervous wag for
Yeah.
sure. But a lot of people will say that or think that, right? Oh, he's wagging his tail, he's happy, or he's
Yeah.
wagging his tail. But
Or a kid will see that and
Yeah.
walk up to that dog because it seems like it's happy and get in his face, and
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
all right, this one's true or false as well. True or false? Most dog bites come from stray dogs.
I bet it's yours.
No, it's got to be dogs that you think yeah.
Yep. So it's false. Most bites come from dogs that the victim knows.
Well, my dog almost bit you once.
Yes.
And you knew the dog.
Yeah.
And you didn't punch him in the face, though.
I did not. I did not. All right, so let me we'll back this up. So the dog that I punched in the face
Oh my God.
was a Scottish Terrier. So like it's not even
You didn't just punt it?
it doesn't even sound that cool, right? It's like, oh, he punched a Scotty dog. Wow.
Your face is saying
Yeah.
everything right now.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
if it was a big dog, I probably wouldn't have
Like
punched him
Jack
in the-
Black and
Yeah.
Anchorman just punting him off the bridge.
Exactly.
Baxter!
Mine was a Scotty dog, so it's not that cool.
I punched the dog. The dog was only 10 pounds.
But what's funny is Missy, what type of dog was Wiley?
He was an Australian cattle dog, so he was a nipper because he would herd people.
And that's how they.
I went over to Missy's house. I was I was young. I was in my early 20s.
You were very young, yeah.
And for whatever the reason, your dog Wiley, like he lunged at. I don't think he tried to get me.
It's because he was in his kennel and you patted the kennel really hard, and that's their house.
Yeah.
And you went, oh, this is where they sleep, and hit the kennel, and he came flying out.
Yeah,
and,
he took that as a threat, and he went straight at me.
You can't pound on a dog's safe place. I kennel train all my dogs.
Thank God Travis was there, and he kicked him out the house. But man, that dog could have torn me up.
And then we made you babysit the dog after that. Like, it's fine.
I'm super excited. Now I get to feed these guys. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of, Phil was very liberal with the feeding of said dogs, and we came back, and those dogs were like 5 pounds heavier in 1 week.
He was like, I'm going to make sure this dog loves me after this. He fed his way into his heart.
We had a dog. I don't know which one it was. I think it was Thor. We were going out of town. So he was a lab/chow, so like a lab chow mix. We had him in the backyard, and I was gonna have Trey Duggar feed him for us. And Trey's like, dude, what the hell's wrong with your dog? He won't even let me feed him. Trey said he was buying entire hot dog weenies, like the packages. He's like, I'm not gonna lie, dude, I was just chunking them at his face. All right, next question. Which profession is famously associated with dog bite claims?
Post office.
What do you say?
Post office mailmen.
Okay.
UPS drivers, that kind of thing.
I think you're right.
Here's your options. Ready? This will make it pretty easy.
I would have gone.
Your options are
ER doctors?
A, teachers. B,
teachers.
Delivery drivers or mail carriers.
Yes.
Realtors.
Oh.
That's up there, but not as bad as that.
The last one, I don't even know why they have it as an option. Bank tellers. It's not bank tellers. And yes, you got it. It's mail carriers.
Dogs randomly attacking bank tellers.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't feel like multiple choice was necessary on that.
It's not. But no, Steve, mail carriers or delivery drivers.
That was good.
I'm back, baby.
No, you're kicking my ass on this game.
All right. Which famous delivery service reported over 6,000 dog attacks on workers in a recent year?
USPS.
FedEx.
Okay, so here's your options.
Oh,
FedEx.
Now we get the options.
FedEx, UPS, Amazon, or USPS.
USPS.
Oh, Amazon actually probably delivers more, don't they?
No, USPS actually gets out of the car and walks to mailboxes. So that's why I think that they would be out more and they'd be away from their car.
So the reason why Steve is right is exactly what he said.
I mean, genius.
Yeah, so a lot of those mail carriers, right? It's not always like pull up and put mail in a mailbox. They're actually having to walk.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're walking. Sometimes the mailbox is up there at the door, right?
Yeah,
They're
that's
having to
right.
walk
That's
into.
true.
So.
I mean, don't you remember the movie Friday? whenever his dad came home and he was like, "A dog bit my ass."
Exactly, but so that's a big reason why is because a lot of these houses they're having to walk up to drop the mail on the porch. So
well, Steve, you won that hands down. I just do the rescuing of the dogs.
Man, that's fine. I'll take that win.
Yeah. Well,
because I'm a big dog.
I'm going to give our producer a bunch of pictures of dogs, and I have to tell the story. I have a picture as well. This is such a bad story. So I was getting ready in a super fast hurry to come to work, and if you have not worked in this building, you may or may not know that the air conditioning on any given day could kill you in here. It gets so cold, and so I always grab a hoodie. I always have a hoodie with me, and I walked into the building, already knew it was going to be cold. I had on a T-shirt, sweatpants, like joggers, and it was a more casual day. I wasn't doing any meetings or anything that were exterior. And I'm in the elevator, and I'm already getting cold. So I had grabbed this brand new hoodie that Travis got me that was supposed to be symbolic of Frank. Has a dog, looks almost exactly like this, black. It's a black. The whole hoodie's black, and the lab is black. And so you almost takes the second to see that, there's a black lab on the hoodie. And without looking, I throw it on and I walk into this meeting. And it's at the conference room here, and everybody's around the conference table. My dad is around the conference table, and everybody just kind of goes silent when I walk in. And they're looking at me, they're like, "What are you wearing?" And I'm like, "My black lab sweater." And I look down, and damned if the two eyes on this thing aren't right over my boobs, and it looks so bad. Like you don't even see the damn dog. All you see are these two eyes
and the placement.
And my dad goes, "What are you wearing?" And I think I turned the color of a cherry tomato, and it became this running joke. I took it off and just froze for the meeting. I was like, no, not going to do this.
Man, I thought you were going to say the dog bit 2 perfect holes, and you're
No. Oh, God. It was so embarrassing, and that's what I get for So PSA, don't ever just put clothes on and not look in the mirror first, because...
Always check yourself out first. Make sure you're good to go to be seen in public,
yes,
right?
especially trying something on for the very first time. Clearly.
Oh, my goodness.
Not all hoodies are created equal. But so, yeah, have the picture for that. But, we see, and we have treated over almost 26 years doing this. Phil and I have seen a ton of dog bite cases. And one of our good friends was bit right before Christmas. He's out jogging, was attacked by a pit bull mix. And I think the thing that makes me sad with dog bite cases is that a lot of times the people that have the dogs don't have insurance that covers them. Mm-hmm. If you have a dog and you have homeowners, the homeowners should cover the dog. Same with if you have renter's insurance and you have a dog, it should cover the dog. And it's not that, I feel like everybody needs to sue for a dog bite, but if you have injuries that need treatment, that's...
If you have cause.
If you have injuries, I mean, that is why people have insurance. That's why people have homeowners insurance. So then the person that got injured is not stuck with all the bills.
I mean, I had a friend in high school that got bit in the leg, and we were in football, and his leg was never the same. He had nerve damage, and he couldn't play football his senior year. Oh. And, I mean, that was from a dog biting his calf so hard that he had nerve damage in his calf. And pretty much to this day, he's never going to be the same.
Yeah.
And, whenever there's situations like that, you just have to know your rights and understand that it's not about suing the person. It's about this was not your fault. It was negligent on the person. And, find your rights in whatever it is that happens in any kind of situation in your body, and know that there's avenues where you can get help.
I think people get in car accidents, we see a lot. Oh, I don't want to sue another person. And they don't realize they're suing the car insurance. But what you get, I think, with dogs is people who love dogs or they feel bad. Maybe I contributed to this in some way, shape, or form. They hesitate. Well, they're going to put the dog down. No, there's a one-strike rule in Texas. The dog, as long as it's not the second or third time. And y'all, if it is the second or third time, that owner does not need to have a dog like that. The dog needs to be taken care of before it does. Kids can die from dog bites.
That's what I was going to say, right? It's one thing to care and love for dogs, but then if you think of a dog that has bit somebody or is aggressive, man, you don't want to see a child get hurt, right? And so if they're going to attack anybody, I mean, God forbid they attack a child, because if a child is attacked by a dog this size, right, a 100-pound dog and a toddler that weighs 30 pounds.
Yeah, toddler's going to lose.
Toddler doesn't
every
stand a
time.
chance.
Well, and not only that, like you said, Melissa, earlier, Colton could have had considerable face damage. I mean, it could have been a stigma for him the rest of his life.
And actually, I have 2 friends that, I should say acquaintances, that their daughters were bit in the face by dogs. And we are talking, one of them had to literally, they took her into an OR to do the stitching. Because
she had to have like plastic surgery by chance?
Well, just to stitch it, they had to have her in an OR because it was so close to a major, artery or vessel, something in her face. And she has permanent scarring from that. And same with the other face permanent scarring. And in both of those cases, I talked to my friends / acquaintances and was like, you really need to, because there was available insurance, you need to do this because someday your daughters are going to grow up and they might want the plastic surgery to get rid of the scars, because in one of the cases, it's quite prominent on her face, and the other one, they're both prominent, but one is significantly worse than the other, but they're both bad. If it was me, and I'm okay sounding a little vain saying this, I would want the scar removed because it's right there on your face, constant reminder. Yep. Both cases, you couldn't, it's really a nice dog. The one case, it's really a nice dog. It's never bit before. We just don't want to get the dog in trouble. And they paid for everything out of pocket, insurance-wise, and they never collected a penny. And I get it, except that now she's going to be 18 this year, and it's still a really bad scar. Yeah. And then the other one, that dog, she was the 3rd or 4th person that dog had bit, and they knew if they filed a claim, they'd put the dog down. I'm like, well, 3rd or 4th, it's like, come on, this dog's a biter. And she had not, in both cases, these kids had not provoked these dogs. And so those are hard ones for me when I think, like, okay, you're protecting what exactly? And then when they get to be adults, they'll have to pay for it out of pocket on their own. So sometimes you have to think down the road a little bit And remember that you're not suing the dog, you're not suing the person, you're suing the
and
homeowner's
that is
insurance.
that is why people have insurance. It is to cover that type of stuff.
Exactly. Well, we sure do love dogs around here, and all the puppy spam pictures that we're going to put on this episode. Thank you so much for joining us for our Sizzlin' Summer series and this Dog Daze of Summer episode. Frank clearly has been worn out this entire time, contributed so heavily.
He's been so good, though, just hanging out.
If you or someone you know or love in the DFW area has been bitten by a dog or gets hurt this summer, please call us. We can help. Until next time, thanks for joining us for this episode of Texas Healthcare Talks. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.